Hello there, it's Michael Sears from Sealy's Walker Jarvis, talking today about regular rent reviews. Now, whether that's commercial or residential property, doesn't matter. In the past, Sealy's have purchased other agents, or they purchased their portfolios, or simply we've had landlords switch management to us. In many cases, some of these residential and commercial properties have never been reassessed for rent in years. And the reason many landlords give for never increasing rent is that they might lose a good tenant. In my opinion, in an undersupplied market on both residential and commercial, which that's the case of the market in Grays and North West Kent, seldom will a landlord lose a tenant, given that to move, tenants would often be paying far more. Reasons why reviewing rent is important. Well, these are some of them. Regular annual and contractual rent reviews prepare a tenant to expect these year on, year out. A vastly reduced rent means landlords struggling to pay for maintenance bills. Often I get landlords saying, I have a great tenant, they never report maintenance issues and deal with all the small jobs themselves, and then I discover that a new property that's coming into us, they're paying £700 a month instead of £1,200 a month. I too, as a tenant, would do all the small jobs if I was paying £6,000 light on market rent each year. A well-maintained property either keeps the tenant longer with less rent voids, or means that property is relettable without any great expense when you move tenants on, or when tenants decide to move. Landlords are increasingly being asked through legislative changes or marketplace competition to keep a higher standard of accommodation, and an ever more energy efficient one as well. This is aside from the phasing out of mortgage interest relief and other forms of increased taxation on you, the landlord. I too am a landlord, and yes, I do keep my own property rents below current market rent, particularly when I have a good tenant, but not too far removed from market price. This enables me to maintain a high standard in the accommodation I am personally responsible for. My advice is always to seek our advice as your agent. We know the market, we recognise the financial challenges that landlords face. We understand what's coming down the road in terms of improvement to energy performance certificates, extra legislative changes, including the Renters Reform Bill. Trust us to keep you and your property assets safe for the future. Thank you.